Hey geeks, Tim here for an episode of Star Trek Tonight. Episode 22, Return of the Archons. I don't know if you could tell, you probably could, from yesterday's episode that I had no memory of this episode going into it. I couldn't have told you what an Archon was. In fact, I mispronounced it. And after watching this episode, I can kind of see why. Like, this episode was one of those dull episodes that it's very, very slow. In fact, I'm almost 90% sure if you looked up The Purge, they probably got their inspiration from this episode, and only just the first half. It started out kind of interesting. Like, it strikes 6 p.m. and all these people suddenly go from like lethargic to being crazy, and then it just spirals into sci-fi mumbo jumbo that it's just a ship that's been controlling them telepathically, or a computer. So again, I feel like this is one of those, like, they had an idea, but it just didn't pan out. A lot of this, honestly, I've said it over and over again, I feel like it's like we have 50 minutes to do something, how do we do it? In this episode, you could kind of feel like the first half felt like one episode, and the second half felt like another episode, and they didn't meld, like, they didn't make sense together. But I feel like as the series continues, this will get better. But I don't know, who knows? We'll find out. Some interesting notes. This is the first time that we've heard the Prime Directive of not interfering. It's kind of a throwaway line. Spock just says, "What about the Prime Directive? Like, we're not supposed to interfere." And Kirk is like, "Too bad." And that's about it. So this becomes a huge, huge part in The Next Generation, but we finally heard it. Kind of like we're finally hearing the Federation and Starfleet more and more, because in the first few episodes they throw out a lot of acronyms, and none of them have stuck. And we're finally getting to that point where it's becoming the Trek that we know. This is also the first episode where they actually use disguises, like they beam down with the disguises already ready. So that's kind of interesting. I noticed Spock was sleeping with his eyes open, which was kind of weird, but I don't think that's ever seen again. I don't know if we ever see a Vulcan sleeping again. I don't know. Yeah, it's an okay episode. It's really kind of a dull, mundane kind of episode, but whatever. Tomorrow's episode, or probably later tonight's episode, because I'm really trying to get back up on track. What's today, the 25th? And this is episode 22, so I'm really trying to get caught back up. So later tonight, I promise, will be a taste of Armageddon. So I will see you guys later tonight. If you saw this episode, what did you think? And